Hello there, friends, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy VI. Last time, we got a new party member. His name's Gao. He's a pretty interesting character with a rage gimmick, where he can leap onto enemies and learn their abilities. And we also got to spend some time here in the Veldt, which is a very unique location that we'll be coming back to quite often throughout this series. But today, we are going to be finally following up on a rumor that we heard about this Crescent Moon cave over here, and seeing if it's a possible option for us getting back to Narshe. I think all we have to do is just hop inside. Now, within the Crescent Mountain Cave, he's very excited, isn't he? Cayenne, that shiny thing of Gao's is in here. And where exactly might it be found, Sir Gao? Gao, forget. Shall we look around, then? It seems we have no choice. Okay. Got this patch of land right here. It doesn't seem to be over here. Okay, well, let's try over here. No? The potion. Could this be Sir Gao's treasure? Okay, well, that doesn't seem to be it. Let's try over here. What is it, Gao? Did you see something? Wow! Yeah, my money pouch! There was 500 gil in there! Gao, you little... Oh dear. Sir Sabin, please let it go, for all of our sakes. Ugh. I mean, he's just a little kid, man. Give him some slack. He's got to make his own entertainment somehow, you know? Doesn't seem to be anything over here. So let's walk across this bridge. And there's one more patch of land here. Is this it? The shiny treasure? Treasure, treasure! 'Tis aught but a dirty glass bowl. Kind of looks like it would fit over your head. I wonder if we can use this. It might let us breathe underwater. Alright, let's go. Yeah, we heard about the equipment that was used to traverse the Serpent Trench, and this seems to be it. These rapids look quite rapid. No kidding. But it's the only way we make it in time to meet up with the others. Alright, let's go. Yeah, time for Gao to get his comeuppance after pranking Sabin. Into the water you go there, buddy. That's what I like to see. And now we're back into kind of an automatic sequence similar to the Leth River. Serpent Trench is filled with a bunch of automatic fights, so we'll be going through those. You'll be occasionally asked to determine which direction you want to go. This is also a decent place to kind of showcase what Gao can do with Rage, as he cannot leap during these fights. The main one that we're going to be using most of the time is Stray Cat. Actually, I showed off a little bit in the previous episode, but let's see if we can get a good hit in here. Yeah, Cat Scratch. That does pretty good damage for this point in the game, and even though it's a physical attack, which means high defense enemies are going to rip it to shreds, well, aren't going to be really affected by it, it's still a pretty powerful move. Right there, I'm going to go to the right of Serpent Trench. Again, similar to the Leth River, I'm going to be going through all of the correct options, and I'm not going to be intentionally looping into incorrect paths or anything like that. There's another ability that we could use, but I think for right now, we'll just stick with Stray Cat, as it is a pretty consistent in terms of strength, and I want to try and take these guys down as soon as possible. An unfortunate thing about Cat Scratch is that it does force Gao into the front row, but thankfully his defenses are decent. There's Numbness right there. We've got to be very cautious about our bestiary collection now. I want to make sure I get everything I can, especially now that we have Gao and we need to get his rages. Okay, we've reached a cave, it looks like. I wonder how these guys survive the pressure of these rivers. Unless it's, like, really shallow or something. I don't know how they do it. There's an X potion right there, though. Okay, next up is, we've still got, oh, we've got a pincer, nice. Let's go ahead and take advantage of this. I guess we could technically auto-battle here. There we go, decent damage. No level ups yet. That's alright, though. Just trying to get across the trench. We should be nearly there, though. Oh, we reached another cave. Okay. Just take our time. Doesn't seem to be any loot around here. Which is unfortunate. Alright, let's keep moving forward. Ah, here we go. It's a big cave in here. Okay, we can't go past that. I guess none of our characters can swim. That's okay. There's this very convenient button right here that drains the water. I wonder how that works inside of the trench. Let's go down this hole. And we reach another treasure chest. Nice. This is what I want. Another green beret. So we technically have one for every party member here. But again, I'm going to save... Actually, I guess I could give one to Gao now. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I was originally saving the first one for Locke, but he can still have one now that I've got a second one. And that seems to be everything in this little area, so back into the trench we go. This is a really nice little segment. You can revisit the Serpent Trench if you ever are back in the Veldt. You can just hop back into the river and head back through the trench. So if you somehow missed any of the enemies, which I don't think you can. I don't know if you can escape any of the fights there. You can always just come back and grab that. But now we're here in Nicaea, which is a village we have not been to. I'm going to avoid talking to you right now. And let's go ahead and look around this harbor real quick. I don't see anything. Let's see what we've got here. There's only one item to collect in Nicaea, so we need to be on the lookout for that. Is it anywhere around here, I wonder? Not any of these barrels. What about over here? Nope. Alright. Nicaea is sort of a substitute for Moblitz. If you didn't do any shopping there, there should be some items that we can grab here in Nicaea that might work as a substitute. Let's see. Let's go into the main area here in Nicaea. I love harbor cities. They're not like the most sanitary, but in terms of like video games and whatnot, they're always one of my favorite areas. A few that come to mind are places like Grand Port, or, you know, Final Fantasy XIV Zalimsa Laminsa. Those are all really nice. Let's see here. Okay, so we've got some NPCs, but I'm trying to find this hidden item real quick. I guess we'll find it on our way around. So I guess let's just start from the left here and work our way around. So the Eastern Kingdom of Doma has fallen to the Empire as well. Yep. I guess, let's go ahead and walk around as Sabin. I don't think people are going to be willing to talk to a feral child. Oh, I'm sorry. Feral youth. I'm shopping for imported goods. Well, this seems to be the place to do it, and it's a harbor city. You know that strange old man lives in a little cabin near the Leth? I helped deliver his son 13 years ago. It was a problem birth. The mother didn't survive, and the man couldn't handle the loss. Went loony, did. Thought is, baby was some kind of monster and threw it out. Poor little thing, never had a chance. Ships used to sail to the towns of the southern continent. Zen, Albrook, Miranda, but all of them have been lost to the Empire. Well, that's not good. Hello? Hey, you handsome young thing. Why don't you come have a drink with me? Oh, going for Cayenne. How dare thee, licentious howler! Off! Off with thee! Oh, don't be a stick in the mud. Let's just have some fun. Hey, do you like these? I call this one Humpty, and this one Dumpty. What the? Humpty Dumpty. Cayenne, you're being too thin-skinned. Thou art unaffected by these charms? One of the benefits of all my years of ascetic training. Oh, don't leave me standing here all alone. Enough of that. A woman should have modesty and decency, and dignity, and not being willing to show Humpty and Dumpty to any man she sees. Okay, man. This kind of reminds me of something. In the development of Final Fantasy VI, there was actually supposed to be a party member that was sort of supposed to serve as a potential love interest for Cayenne that was ultimately cut. And it's pretty interesting to see that there's a lot of attraction towards Cayenne throughout this whole game. I mean, he's a stoic individual, and I'm sure he pulls himself up pretty well, so I'm not surprised people gravitate towards him. But it's just interesting that he seems to be sort of he seems to have people, especially women, kind of gravitate towards him romantically quite often in this game. Get out of my way! Standing around in the street like all that, covered in filth. I mean, we were just in the rapids. I feel like we'd be kind of washed off, don't you think? All this stuff looks like junk to me. I'll probably go into more detail about the cut party members of Final Fantasy VI once we have every party member of Final Fantasy VI. So, trust me, that probably isn't the only time I'll be mentioning that cut character, but I just wanted to go ahead and talk about it now, because that reminded me of this. This weapon store has Mithril Claws, a Kotetsu, and Mithril Spear. Nothing really worth grabbing, in my personal opinion. At least, not the way that I'm going to be playing the game. Armor Shop has heavy shields. Oh, we have a Silk Robe here. That could be useful. Do we just have a Silk Robe in our inventory? Let me just... Because I'm like... I feel like I shouldn't have one if I've already got something, you know. Okay, hang on, let me look. It's in our stock and it's equipped, but I'm gonna go ahead and buy another one. As sort of like future-proofing. Hello? Pretty impressive that a kid like me can run a business, don't you think? You should buy something to encourage me. Well, let's see what you got, kiddo. You got Silver Spectacle, Star Pendant, White Cape, and Fairy Ring. The only thing here that we have not bought is Fairy Ring, so let's see what that is. A ring imbued with fairy magic. Prevents poison and darkness, which is the blind status ailment. So you can't get poisoned and you can't get blinded. Sure, why not? Thank you. Well, you're doing good business there, kid. You don't have the sprint shoes, which means you're already a better relic shop than the most we've seen so far. You're shopping for imported goods, of course. Let's see here. Welcome, item shop. I think I should probably be prepping for one of the other routes. So I'm gonna buy a few things here, and I'm gonna go ahead and cap out our potions at 30. That should be more than enough. A rock slide has blocked the route that leads north along the coast. Okay. So we can't move there then, yeah? Because there's a rocket blocking our way. Oh, I'm outside now. We can see that we're on an island. Well, kind of. But there's a bridge there, but again, as the old lady said, we're kind of stuck here, so we need to find another means of leaving this town. But before we do that, we still have a little bit to explore here. We have the Chocobo Stable, which is a Chocobo Stable. I mean, there's not really much to say about it. Let's see here. I'm gonna go inside the inn now. Hello, good sir. How much is your inn? 150 gil per night. Oh. By golly, okay. Hey, look, a clock! And, yep, another elixir within the clock. Is there anything in here, though? I doubt it because there's only one item to obtain, but I just wanted to make sure. I don't think it's worth healing everyone up here. And, I mean, that's the only item, so I'm going to go ahead and look around the shops just a little bit more, and then afterwards, I'll see you back at the harbor. So the only extra thing I did was buy an extra heavy shield, bringing us to a total of 4 of them. But other than that, my inventory is the exact same as it was just a few minutes ago. This ferry's bound for South Figaro. Oh, well, that's convenient. Well, I think there's really not much for us to do but hop aboard. Norsh is just a stone's throw away. I wonder if the others arrived safely. I'm sure they did. Whoa. And with that, we've completed Sabin's scenario. Now, trust me when I say the remaining 2 scenarios are much, much, much shorter than Sabin's. We took care of the longest one first. But, since Sabin's crew is en route for South Figaro, I think next time on Final Fantasy VI, we'll see what was happening at South Figaro before that time, with Locke's story. So with that said, I'll see you soon.